Hello, this is Jane NK. Today, I just wanted to share with us that we need to start living below our means and start saving money towards retirement and start saving money to start our own business. So, you cannot believe this, but 54% of Americans are not have not saved 25,000 for retirement. And being in an assisted living industry, looking at most seniors come through the doors, and for how many ever years they tried, they worked and saved. Some of them are not prepared, but I have seen most of them that have really strategically saved money. So this evening, I want you to learn how to live below your means. Do not live beyond your means. Do not Stop acting rich, okay? Stop acting rich. Stop acting rich trying to impress the enemy, trying to impress someone that doesn't even like you, and start saving money towards better future. Life is about balance. Life is about balance. It's about, having the necessary things you need today while saving money for the things that you will need tomorrow when you are actually not able to work as you're working today. I have learned that for you to be successful, you really need to be strategic in your planning. So strategic in the way you're making money, strategic in the way you're spending your energy, strategic in how you are spending money. So the way you're making money, the way you're spending your energy, and the way you are spending the money. So this is something that before I started my own business and was able to consider myself financially stable, I struggled. I could not even afford $500 for emergency, which they said like over 40 something percent of Americans cannot afford $400 for emergency. I mean, I was one of those people. So I struggled, even though I was working full time, but I was broke, right? So you putting in all this time, but I was still broke. So until I actually started having a breakthrough when I started my business and my income kind of tripled. That's when I was able to start like looking towards investment and stuff like that. But I was not even investing wisely at this time because we have this big house. We had two houses that we were paying for. So it was not until I went through my divorce and I found myself at Walmart and I was trying to swipe my card and my card wouldn't go through. And when I called the bank, they told me that the account had been closed. Um, that's when I found out that I had nothing saved for emergency, nothing, nothing really saved. And I've worked like so hard at that time, and I had nothing to show for it. And of course I didn't have access to my home at that time, so the only thing I had was the clothes I was wearing, and my kids didn't have things for their school, and that was why I was at Walmart trying to pick up some few things. So I was forced to go to the thrift shop and started buying some of my clothes and stuff like that. But while I was there, sometimes difficult situation brings out the best in you and kind of puts you on the right path. So while I was shopping at the thrift shop, I found out that they have like some really, really cool stuff. And some of the really high end things that I used to like, I used to shop a lot. I mean, like, if you piss me off, I just go and start shopping. So I was acting rich and was, sometimes living beyond my means instead of below my means. So when I started shopping the thrift shop, I started like finding out how being conservative can actually set you on the path to financial freedom. So, and when it was time for me to even move into another home, I put into consideration trying to make sure that the home that I'm living in is not something that is taking away all my income. So I sometimes I look at some people around me, and you are making like $4,000 and you are living in a house of 2,500, or you making $8,000 or $7,000 and your mortgage is 3,800. By the time you finish paying the other bills and stuff like that, you don't even have enough money to cushion you out and put into savings. So literally, I have, you're living in this huge house paying all this money and not really working towards paying off that mortgage because it's too high to start with. So, and I just learned from it. So when it was time for me to move into another home, I was able to like really focus on getting a house that I can actually pay off within 3 years or something like that, and then it would be my house. And then I'll put enough money for emergency, put enough money for savings, and all those things is just strategic. That does not mean that you're going to be living poor and going around working like you don't have anything. It's just like being cautious and being strategic about how you're spending the money. Um, Finding out what you need. Is it a necessity? Are you trying to impress someone? Are you acting rich? And of course, I focused a little bit more on setting up businesses and finding out some of my talent and trying to use it, spending time to use it, trying to build a business for myself and trying to create a legacy for my children. So I hope you're not one of the 54% of Americans that are acting rich and that will ignore this information. I hope I've been able to kind of put in some um, knowledge, pass some knowledge to you for you to actually begin to work towards a better future for yourself and for your generation by living way, way, way below your means, so that you can be able to save money and be able to prepare yourself and prepare for the future, and prepare for emergency. And this is Jane K. I hope this information is helpful or has been helpful to you. If it has been, please give me a thumbs up. If it has not been, still give me a thumbs up. And please do share this video with anyone you think could benefit from it. So stop acting rich, live way below your means, and save money and start your own business in 2020. See you next time.